Hi everybody, welcome to, I guess I should start it. Um, Welcome to the first ever, well it's not the first ever actually, many people have done it before. Here's a white piece of paper, because that's what you draw a lot of. You can do some drawings. I'm gonna do a let's draw. I already talked about doing this earlier, but let's just try to get a shot of a little bit of the paper here. Or I could just have it like this and then bring it up. I don't know. Whichever is best. Today I'm just going to be drawing like a person. I have a few people up on the wall that I've drawn before. Geoffrey Pinochle, Bobish McFreely, and Pepe Gunderson. You guys already saw the Pepe Gunderson speed draw. I did not make a speed draw for Bobish McFreely. I'm doing a let's draw because I like to draw, and I want to show people how to draw, and I want to draw. Without further ado, let's get started. This is not a thing that I've done before, so, okay, that's the farther end of the paper. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how far should I be away from the camera and all that. I did that on accident. I don't know, okay? You probably can't see all the paper. Let me angle it a little bit more. It'll fall over, but that light over here. We're going to start with basic head shape. And how I do heads is I make like 3 little lumps, basically. So we're going to start. I have like the impeccable talent for drawing everything exactly like this. Except with Geoffrey Pinochle, I did like a little bit of a different angle on this. So we're going to have, gonna get a little bit of a different shape style here. You can see I'm doing like multiple strokes to see. I'm like making myself a path for what I actually want the head to look like. There's your first little joint there. That's going to be the forehead. From there you go into making the cheeks, which can form multiple shapes. You can just do like a generic C, or you could do like a little bit of a nubbins. I'm going to actually split up the parts here to show you what I've done so far. So here's the cheek. It looks kind of like an S almost, but it's more curvy. Let me move the camera up. There's the cheek down there, and then there's the forehead. Then you're gonna want to do the chin. So that can be done in multiple ways. Usually what's good is to just finish it off. We go for a pretty big chin here. You want to kind of like round it off at the bottom. Should we go for a thin head? Let's go for a thin head. You're going to want to take it up here. You're going to want to stop. I'm going to show you guys what I've done. So there's the basic head shape. You've got the forehead, then the cheek, and now we have the little... It looks kind of like a pepper, like a chili pepper. If you have a chili pepper on hand, you can just draw that for the chin. Angle it down again. And then we're going to... I need to find out how thin the head will be. So I'm just going to like complete... See, I'm taking multiple lines here. Right there you can see all the different lines. Because when I draw, there's no like, this is what I want the drawing to look like. It's all like improvised. I never start drawing and know what I want to draw. I'm going to keep going with the cheek. For my style, I draw both cheeks. Here we go. So there's the other cheek. We pretty much got the head shape here. I need to decide if I want the ear to be high up or low down. Get rid of that little bit. Wow, that was weird. there's too much spit in my mouth, and I got a little bit of spit on the paper, but for some reason it doesn't matter. Camera a little bit back here so I have more room to work with. Moving down lower, I'm going to start with the ear, and I know this is upside down, but I'm showing you what it looks like step by step. But now that I mentioned that, here is the basic cheek, chin, head, and then the back of the head look that you need. From there, you want to do the ear. When I do an ear, I do either a really exaggerated part, like that, or you do a small part. I'll show all my drawings that I have on the wall at the end of the video. So, and then you want to draw the earlobe, like that. Show you here. There's your ear, right next to that would be the left cheek, right? Right, yeah, that would be the left cheek, so that's the left ear. To put the detailing in the ear, you want to just kind of do almost like an open 6. So, ear like that. I could probably do some tidying up. I have a magic rub. It's like floppy. It kind of looks like a sponge almost, the way they make it. It's really soft, really good for erasing things. It doesn't leave behind very many marks. Just gonna go in, and I always like to leave my lines thick, so I don't always get rid of all the lines that I've drawn, because I like the sketchy look. And you'll see that when I show you all my drawings that I have hung on the wall. Sometimes I have to go in here and like redo some of the lines, but just get that thick look. Because when I draw the head style, I like to have the thicker lines. When it comes down to the body, it doesn't really matter. We could do a body in this one. I don't know. Should this be a portrait or should this be full body? Is my first question about this. I'm gonna actually get rid of these guidelines that I drew because I don't want to keep those. That's the only thing that I'm trying to like form sentences and I don't really have brain capacity right now. When I draw, I should explain this. When I draw, there's no really set idea that I'm trying to put on the paper. It just kind of happens. When I put pencil to paper, I don't know what's going to happen. I just draw. That's pretty good. Like, and usually when I finish the face, I know what the name of the character is going to be, but with something like this is more of a weird looking generic face. Like, this is the kind of face you draw if you just wanted to draw like a normal human. But I like to do like the kind of surreal cartoon stuff. Like Bobish McFreely and Geoffrey Pinochle are all of my drawings are really surreal. There's always a hint of surrealism in there. Especially like when I have my sketches in my sketchbooks. It's all like improvised and it's all very surreal. After cleaning this up and getting rid of the guidelines, we have a pretty good face here. I'm going to add in the eyes, the mouth, and the nose. And those are the main points. So to start, I'm going to actually draw some guidelines. The eyes have to be below that line and above this line. And they cannot be here. Here's your guidelines for the eyes. They're really light because they're going to be erased soon. So when I draw the eyes, I just usually go for circles. But with Bobish McFreely, These names are weird. With Bobbish McFreely, I did like a figure 8 eyeball with separate pupils. That's more of a surreal kind of thing. What kind of eyes should I do? It really all just comes down to what's easier to do. So I'm gonna actually just do, and this is usually where the surrealism comes in, when I'm actually like starting to get some of the facial stuff. One huge eye and one really tiny eye. I like to screw around with how big the eyes are. So one really tiny eye and one really giant eye. I've always been really good at like sketching out a circle. Like that's kind of come along with the realization that you don't have to do just one line. So here we've got a ginormous left eye and a tiny right eye. That's not perspective, that's the surrealism talking here. From there I could just get rid of the guidelines, which I'm going to move forward to do that. Because I already have the guidelines. And then from there I basically know where the nose is going to go. I don't know why I draw so, like, such weird drawings. Like, you guys will get to see the rest of the drawings that are on the wall in a minute. But it's just all about what kind of mood am I in. Like, do I want to see something macabre and disgusting, or do I want to see something that's just kind of normal and everyday, mundane thing? From there, I'm going to do some pupils. And if you want to have like a weird, really dumb, really, dare I say, for lack of a better term, derpy, to get a really derpy look, you want to do, let me just get this done, which I did this with Pepe Gunderson, and it really affected how good the drawing was at the end. Just finish those pupils really quick. You can probably already kind of see what it looks like. We'll have to do another wide shot of this in a minute. I know it's upside down, so it's kind of hard to see, but do a little bit of bloodshot veins in the eyes. Isn't bloodshot usually when like your eyes turn kind of like red? There's too many blood cells. All right, let me reveal what the eyes look like here. This is kind of what I did for Bobbish McFreely, except the eyes were, no, it was not Bobbish McFreely. It was Pepe Gunderson. I posted what Pepe Gunderson looks like up close on Google+, so you guys can go check this out. I'll post every person that I draw on Google+ when I finish them. Tidy up some of the lines on the head. Now we can move on to the nose. There's multiple nose shapes that I like to use. You give them a really huge stalk, and the stalk is, I'll show you this really quickly. I'll try to draw it upside down so you get a better look at what the stalk is. Or not. We'll do like a really ginormous, exaggerated nose. This is like the main nose design I like to use now. Before it was just, it's just the stalk and the button. Hold on, let me label this stuff. Stalk. Button. Nostril. Cover. So let me just show all these. The long part, that is just basically like the top of the nose is the stalk, and then you have the button of the nose, and then you have the nostril covers. So we're gonna do that style, because that's the style I've been using lately. Giant stalk or tiny stalk. Just give them a huge stalk. Finish it with the button. And it used to be I was just done with the stalk and the button, but now I've started to add the the nostril covers. Okay. Drawings are always so unique. Like, I never do the same drawing twice. That's one of the things you'll learn if I do more Let's Draws. So as you notice, the face is coming together very well right now. Now I'm going to do the mouth, and you can do the mouth really, really tiny, or really, really big, really exaggerated, sharp teeth, open mouth, closed mouth, any way you want. What am I feeling right now? A little bit of expression, maybe. Like, sometimes depending on the mouth shape, you'll have to bring the cheeks in a little bit more, which I just brought this cheek in, the right cheek, and the left cheek was already pretty much in. When I say in, I mean like within the line that the chin starts at. So I'm gonna make the mouth really ginormous. That's the upper lip. And if you really want that extra realism, do the that little area that you have, like it's right here, this definition. So, and then you're gonna just take this down really quick, doing them kind of sad. Really large teeth. I want to show the gums, is what I want to show, because that would be kind of funny. This is like, the drawings I do are never, well, I had a very short phase in my artistic career, and this might come back, but I had a very short phase where I wanted to do realistic stuff, and then I realized it's not really my style. But never stop. If you want to be a really good artist, never stop exploring other ways to do art. Like, I used to do paintings a lot. My main thing is cartooning. Try realism, perspective drawings. Try just doing portraits of people that aren't real, like what I do for hours on end. Bring in the tongue. Here's the beginning of my mouth here. It's kind of weird shaped. It looks like his lips are melting away, almost. I'm gonna actually bring out one of my old-time friends here. I got a pack of these smudge sticks, and they look they kind of look like blunts. When you look at them, like you look at this, it looks kind of like a blunt, but not really. Especially kind of this one. This is not one of my home-rolled ones. I actually threw away my only other home-rolled one. So all the ones that I made are all now gone. So I'm going to bring in the more blunt one. Funny how I say it's blunt, and it is a blunt. I got my tools over here, just my magic rub, and then the kind of pencil I'm using, I just want to say it's a hard pencil. So I'm holding a hard one in my hand right now. No time for funny gags. I want to use the smudge stick to get like a full darkness in the mouth. Like, I don't want it to be patchy, which usually ends up happening if you're just scribbling it in with your pencil. So I did that, and then I have to go in here with the smudge stick. And I used to do tutorials for drawings where I would show you, the first few episodes were all about like the smudge stick, and I only did like 3 episodes, I think. When you do that, you just get more of a full color. It's not like a mixture of white and black. From there, I mean, I'm just gonna draw a head, to be honest, because I'm kind of tired of drawing for today. I've done a few drawings today. I drew Geoffrey Pinochle, and I did a CCC magnet, and fuck, what else did I do today? Oh man. So yeah, yesterday I drew 2 things, and today I've only drawn 2 things. So this is my third thing today. Here, usually, let me get some of the light off of it so you can see it a little bit better. So this is basically our finished product. This is basically our finished product here. I added a little line for the neck. The neck. I'm gonna put some loop-de-loops in it. That's another thing I like to do, is put loop-de-loops in the neck. Let's do that. You just take the neckline and turn it into like a 6. That's really all you have to do. And then from there, you're going to do the other side of the neck, which comes from the middle of the chin, as seen there. I gotta kind of screw around with the light if I want to really get it to look good in the shot. A little bit more over there. So there's the neckline I just started at the middle of the chin, burping. You're just gonna take it and you're gonna continue that 6, almost as if it's like a bubble number. You come through there and make sure to like keep shortening the neck, especially when I do shit like this. I want it to come out of like an object. So there you've got the end of the neck. It really got really short. And just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna do a mug. I could even like smudge this in with my smudge stick. Call it a smudge stick, but it's like a blending stump, is what it's actually called. I have nicknames for my tools. Even though like I call the Magic Rub the Magic Rub. It's just a funny name. I'm just gonna draw the mug, to be honest. I'm not really gonna go into detail on how do you draw a mug, because I don't really if that's actually a question you have, then got the main area here. I'm gonna actually erase that because I want it to be more open. Shit. Okay, you're gonna come. That was just basically to give me a little bit more of a guideline for the handle. Then you're gonna boom, boom, boody, boom. There's your tiny ass handle. Baby Wizard. I just thought of Baby Wizard. I'm gonna draw a Baby Wizard later. Hold on. Let me do like a little, like you have the world's best boss mugs. I'm gonna do number 1. Monster. Number 1 monster. What should I name this creation? What should I name him? Hold on. Spindly. Spindly Knickers. Knickers is the nickname for underwear in Britain, but us Americans will never say knickers because it sounds too much like a racial slur. Spindly Knickers. AUG 6, 2016. Now you're done. There's your drawing. Spindly Knickers. Completely finished. Let's hang this on the wall really quick. I have like a little bowl of tacks, which is not. When I put a tack in, I don't really feel like I have to show this. When I put a tack in, I lay it down on the table and I put the tack where I want it to go on the paper, and then I just pull the paper up and it makes a little hole in there. Makes a tiny little hole in there. You probably can't see that, but it's a tiny little hole. Then bam. Put them on the wall. I've got 4 drawings on the wall right now that I've done over the past 2 days. I'm gonna show you everything that I've drawn. The first one we've got is my favorite one, and will always be my favorite one. Pepe Gunderson. It's like yellow. It's going through all the colors. Doesn't know what it wants to be. Hold that up. Yellow, blue, and then white. Pepe Gunderson has got like a dog paw, and like, I love the head, just the face and the neck. It's just perfect. I drew that August 5th, which was yesterday. Put that back on the wall really quickly, and let me get. God, this is hard to do. Put that on the wall. Here I've got Bobbish McFreely. The weirdest looking, and this is an example. This is an example that shows you don't have to stick with one kind of head shape. And you saw on Pepe Gunderson he had the giant ear. Bobbish McFreely has a tiny little ear, like smaller than his eyeball, which I just thought would be funny. Also, he's got like the separated parts of the head kind of thing going on. And then the latest one I've done, which was just this morning, is the funniest looking one. It's like a full body Geoffrey Pinochle. He kind of looks like Smeagol up here, and he has like a testicle. He has the Peter Griffin nutsack chin, and then you get lower, and his neck turns into his body, and he's got like little bony arms. He's holding like a cigarette too, which I thought would be kind of funny. Geoffrey Pinochle. And of course, I cited date all these now because I realized that's important to history. Thank you guys for watching this Let's Draw. I hope you learned something. I'm gonna try to find a way to record these more easily. This is more of a thing that I really wanted to do. Bye bye. Toodles.